Hello viewers, my name is Raza and today we will be learning one of the very important tool in Excel, that is Sparklines. So let's start working with it. So Sparklines, we are like when we are working with the numbers, sometimes some of the people are not very much uh, interested in numbers. They want to see the business, the style of the business, or directly in the shape of some graphs or charts. So Sparkline let us do that part. So let's start working with all of these three ways of doing the Sparklines, like Sparklines, columns, and win or loss for 3 years. So first thing, the formula is very easy. uh, so first thing you'll be doing is like the Sparklines is in the insert tab. So click the insert, and then you will see the Sparkline is here. So we'll be learning the Sparkline from here. Select it. So it says, okay, my answer will be coming in the M8 that I have already selected. That system has already told us. The next question system is asking is which data I want to bring the answer from. So or which data I want to use to bring the answer. So I want to use the 3 years number like 2013, 14, and 15. So I'll be selecting all of these numbers like the first row, and then I click OK. It shows the business in a graphical way. The same way, if I want to bring the business of dark bean, I'll be doing the similar way. So I'll just select the cell first where I want my answers, and then I'll be going to my insert tab. In the insert tab, I'll be going to the line like spark lines, and then I'll be selecting the spark line. So it asks only two questions: which data you want to use and where you want your answer. So it has already selected the cell where I want my answer. And for the data range, I'll be start selecting the data. Always remember that when we are working with the Sparklines, the data to be adjacent to each other. We cannot do the Sparkline for numbers in different places. So always remember that we need to select all the numbers in the adjacent cells. And once you have selected it, just click OK, and it will show you the Sparkline for this for the 3 years for dark bean. And as we know that if we want to copy the formula, we can just simply bring our cursor next to the cell, like downside where the small square is there. Make sure that your cursor looks like the thin cross, and then you can simply drag it down, and you will get the spark lines for all the 3 years, easily. The next part is if you don't want to work with the sparklines, and if you want to see the answer or the shape in columns, always remember columns are simply showing you the businesses. It's not very much clear, but yes, it will only show you that yes, the business was actually the on a higher side or on a lower side, but not the actual scenario. Let's do that part and you'll understand that thing. So the same thing, if I want to apply the sparkline here for the column, I'll go to the insert tab, and then you see I have the columns here. I'll be selecting this column, and then I'll select the columns here in the sparklines. Again, it asks only two questions: the data range, like which data I want to use for these numbers, and the location. Location means where I want my answer. So I want my answer in the N8. It's already selected, and the data range will be the 3 years numbers that I have on the left side. I select it, and then I click enter, and then you can see it's only showing that the business is increasing, but you cannot see how much the business is increasing because it has only shown the number which is like my business was low side, then it was in medium, and then it has increased, but the real increase is not very much visible. The same way, if you want to apply the same rule for all the products, simple, on the right corner downside you will find one small. Let's do one more time, and then we'll do the formula. So let's say if I want to do the columns one more time, so you can just simply select the cell where you want your answers, go to insert tab, select the columns in the spark lines, and again, as I already selected the N9 for the answers, and now it says data range, like which data I want to use for the answer. So I'll be selecting the data, and then I'll click OK, and then you can see my numbers are here. So again, the same thing, like you cannot realize that how much is the business is done. I feel that the best way is a sparkline, but yes, if someone wants to apply this column way of a sparkline, they can also do it. And again, if you want to copy the formula for the entire products, Then you can just simply come to the downside right side, where there's a thin where there's a small square box is there. You can just simply bring your cursor next to it, and your cursor will look like a thin cross. Just drag it down, and then the formula is applied to the entire like product range. The next and the last way of doing the sparkline is the win and loss. Win and loss will only show you if there's a product which is making profit or something is not making profit. So let's do this part, and then you'll see what is the difference between all of these three. So again, I have selected where I want my answers. Sparklines only ask two questions: which data to use and where you want to answer. So I have already selected where I want my answer, and then I'll be using the win and loss Sparkline. So once I select it, it's asking me the data range, again the same 3 years. I'll be selecting all of these three. Once I select it, answer will be coming in '08. That I already have selected. So I just need to click OK, and then I got my sparklines. And as you can see, it only shows that I was making some like profits, but how much profit, or is it increasing or decreasing or anything further details, it's not showing us. Let's do one more business. Instead of making everything like positive, I can just make it -1670, so that you can see that I'm in loss. And then you can simply apply the same win or lose the sparkline. So again, same place, select it, and then again select the win or lose sparkline tab, and then you'll see it's asked for the data range. So data range starts from this corner until this corner. So once you select it, click enter, and then you see the loss is shown in the red color. So this is the only thing, or you can say only way it shows that it's in loss. But how much is loss, whether it's a big loss or a small loss, it doesn't show us. So always remember that win or loss or other situations are required. If someone is requiring, then you can put it. Otherwise, my personal preference is always the sparklines which are here. And then again, the same thing, if you want to apply the same like formula to the entire of your table, you can, or all of your product, you can just simply drag it down the same way, and then you'll get the answer. So that's how you can work with it, sparklines. That was the topic for today. Hope you enjoyed it. So keep learning, keep sharing, and see you next time in my other topic for the Microsoft Excel. Thank you. Bye bye.